what's up, Train? This has to be the last documentation I'm gonna put in this fucking project, but I'm not actually sure. I got some more notes and corrections. It's probably gonna be very mechanical and robotic as I read this. Right there's a picture of Photography Studio 1893. Got that from Wikia. You got all the 1826 to 1893 pictures from Wikia. And Tesla created the AC current, or whatever he's famous for. I mean, he technically made all types of stuff like phone and robotics or remote devices, radio, all types of shit. But talking about just electricity and maybe when he flicked the switch, because, you know, I had the example of Tesla there, that's when it all happened, you know, that's when it all happened. But, you know, these pictures are before Tesla, and I would imagine that before that there was probably all that shit in the trees and stuff like that. We just didn't pick up on it. So it's probably been there for tens of thousands or hundreds of thousands of years, whatever it is. Just, it wasn't like Tesla like opened up this hellgate to Nibiru or something as he flicked the switch and Chicago lit up or Niagara Falls lit up. Yeah, you know, it's not like a stupid question or anything like that. Like, yeah, there's no really stupid question or stupid approach or theory. I mean, just kind of just winging it. And like, I always feel weird because, you know, I know stuff, but I honestly don't know shit about anything. Like, the situation is so massive, and you don't really have much to work with, to be totally honest with you. So just like, I mean, you have all these graphics and stuff, and, you know, you have older writings like Sumerian cuneiforms and all this type of stuff, but you're not living on the streets of Nibiru. There's no human earthling that can tell you, oh, what is Nibiru's schedule today, or what is Nibiru's beliefs on this, or whatever the hell it is. So I mean, you're always just stacking bullshit on top of each other. Like, did I already use the Wile E. Coyote one, where like your Wile E. Coyote on your as he runs off the edge of the friggin' cliff, and then he finally looks down after all the bullshit he made up, and then he just plummets, just, and that's kind of like what the situation is. So, but yeah, Tesla didn't unlock anything to open up any Hellgate portal. All that stuff has been there forever. It's a Nibirian technology. It's some type of electrical magnetism within the planet or some shit like that. I don't know. Like, not sure if it's all natural or like a bat signal from another place shining down upon, or if it's I don't know, whatever bullshit you can make up. Well, we'll just go with that. Like, but yeah, I don't really know anything, to be totally honest. I mean, if I haven't really covered it in the material, I'm not sure if I would be able to answer any questions. I mean, I probably could, but the whole point is that, like, you know, I'm confident with the material that I did, whereas I'm plucking out faces from all that invisible shit, and those faces technically match up with the cuneiforms of Sumerian culture and stuff like that. So I mean, when you just put two and two together, you start to obviously see what the reality is. The Nibirians are going to be what the fuck the Nibirians are. My opinions about Nibiru, or Nibirians fucking mean absolute dick. The Nibirians are going to be exactly whatever the fuck the Nibirians are. They don't need an idiot wears pajama pants to speak one way or the other. But I always get caught up in that little situation, that fork in the road, where you want people to be confident, and you want people to be not in fucking like a weird place, but you also gotta remind them that, like, friggin', sorry, it's a fucking alien, for Christ's sakes, Jesus. I wanted to be clear on, I was trying to cover, I think it was in the Temple of Abydos or whatever it was, whereas like there's that one alien trying to put the faces of who is what in the play of the Lost Book Anki, because you know that the big humans are going to be the people who are the big names within the story. You know that. Well, that's really all you know, to be totally honest with you. But like, who are the people who are they all big humans? I mean, is every single one of those names a big human, or big human might be the wrong verbiage to use anyways, because the gray is like a you know, you see so many weird grays, but then you see so many grays that are just so similar to the Sumerian Lord strain. I don't know. I still, as much as I know, I don't fucking know anything. But the whole point is that, like, you know, you're familiar with the three races at a certain point in time when you can continue to cut all the graphics, because it's the same pattern of those three over and over and over again. It's not nothing else. There's no other shit in there. Fucking. I mean, there could be, but I would put pretty much everything I fucking own saying that those are probably the fucking three. And yeah, so you know the Anunnaki and the Agigi, so then you try to figure out who the Agigi are. But, like, you know, like you're like, I'm picturing the gray. Like, is the gray, like, you know, they're in the chamber, and then Leo and Enki are talking about, you know, I mean, technically they're all at the table about to use the weapons or whatever. But who's the doorman? You know, who's in the audience? Who's over there in the side? Who's escorting in Leo and Enki down? You know, these, like, who are the soldiers? Who are these? Who are this? You know what I'm saying? You're trying to put all these faces of all these graphics that you're getting within into that story, and don't really get very far because it's hard to actually fact check any of that stuff. But is anything really happening in your backyard? Yeah, you know, you see so many videos and people are just like, you know, well, you know, they're having a mining operation in my backyard or some shit like that, and, like, I'm whatever the fuck you experienced before, I'm guilty of that shit too, because I'm, like, sitting there watching videos. When I first watch videos, I'm just like, man, they are mining shit in their fucking kid's backyard. What the fuck are they doing? And they could be. I'm not sure what the hell they're doing. But you know, that is in the dead of space, and it's in the ocean floor, underwater, whatever it is. Are they mining the ocean floor too? Like, are those graphics supposed to be within your backyard, or are those the graphics that are just in your backyard? Like, is there a specific perfect purpose for those graphics to be within your backyard, or is that just like some type of weird telecommunication system that it just happens to randomly be those graphics within that section of area at that section of time? So I don't know. Alright, so this is a picture from 1893. Yeah, you can find this on Wikia, old photography or something. I can't really remember what I looked up on. But I'll just go through this show. Alright, we got this very, very old picture here. This is Joseph Nice for SPC, something like that, and it's really shitty, but I like this face up here. See this dual face right here? It's kind of cut in half. It's got the cut right there. You can see it right there. You got the nose right there. Got the mouth. Got the eye. You got eye, nose, mouth. They're kind of like sharing face or whatever it is. I mean, that one's pretty clear. You can see it right in there. You got another face right there. Nose, eye, mouth, beard. They're in that picture. And that picture's, it's gotta be early 1800s. This is Roger Fenton's wagon. Got faces on that one too. So you got this one. This one's really clear up here. Nose, mouth. I mean that one right there. That's Sumerian Lord or tweener. See the big eyes? Eye, nose, gray, wise man, beard. This one is Frederick Langenheim, circa 1849. This one's really simplistic. You can kind of see the face down there on that gentleman's arm. Right here. Oh, jeez. It didn't come out good because it's too black. As you can see, that ghost face on that gentleman's sleeve. And it's technically looks to be like, you know, smearing large drain. I think he's got a long beard, but it doesn't really show up there. So his face is technically there. This gentleman's arm is just in the way, and then it just zzzt, burnt into the sleeve as he was standing there. And we got Photography Studio 1893. This one I think is probably the best one. Got all types of shit in there. Like, really want to get through all that cryptic stuff. There's probably so many faces within it. It's ridiculous. I mean, there's faces everywhere. But it's over here in this corner right there. See that guy in like that little window right there? Little alien face in there. Which is weird too, because like this, you see all the, you boot up like a internet and like, oh, pictures of ghosts, pictures of ghosts, and like you see all these weird, shitty pictures of ghosts that aren't really that good. I mean, some of them are good though, and some of them actually follow the same traits as ultimately what this picture is portraying. And there's just a random face there. And I don't. I'd have to actually re-look at that and be more clear on that. But for the most part, they're those shitty fucking ghost pictures that probably people just fucking made up or whatever the fuck it is. But I mean, there's a legit ghost picture right there. Look at that. There's a face of an alien gray being right there in that little like cut window right there. See, I think I cut it okay, but see, a better artist than me. I'm not really an artist whatsoever. Actually, that could be like a bushy beard right here, and there's his nose. He could be very humanish, to be totally honest with you. I mean, you don't really pick up on that coloration right here with this transfer over to this camera, but I mean, I could see it. You can find all these on Wikia. Like I said, old photography or first photography or 18 or 19th century photography or something like that. It's somewhere within that. It'll be this string of pictures. See, I angled the face like this way. It's actually angled that way. Probably bring out the face a lot better. It's just like it's a ghost there. I mean, there's all types of other faces on here. I mean, look at my doodles. My doodles are awful, but like, it's more about the fact that they exist in there. I mean, it's hard to pick up on the coloration here. This pirated version. I mean, you can see this gray face right there. Probably a dwarven face right there. You can see that big guy right there. Eye, nose, mouth. Got all kinds of shit there. See that face font? It's just nothing but faces on top of faces on top of faces. This is Robert Cornelius. This one's actually probably the best one, but I didn't really put that much work into it. It's actually really shitty. Got something on top of his head. He's got another one over there. Got a little face action going over here. I mean, you can see the lines of this one right here, though. You can see how that line just cuts right down. See the big nose. See the eye. I mean, these are like blackened, like eyeshadow or, you know, whatever. But the eyes in there, mouth. I can't really spend much time with this one. He's up there. There's his face. Balloons out nostril, mouth, eye. You see the dwarven-like being, or very square headish. Demoy. He's up there. This is Boulevard du Temple by Daguerre. This one probably isn't going to come out that good. Can't really see much about it. Oh, you can see that guy in there. It's like a weird picture finder thing. See him in there. And I flip the image, because you know you can flip the image and angle it 90 degrees or whatever it is. It'll have a whole other different calculation of images. These are Google on top of Google on top of Google to the Google power of images all over the fucking place. It's a lot of shit going on. I don't even know where the fuck they get all these faces from either, because like Anunnaki was only whatever 1,000 people with the revolving door or whatever. I mean, it's like their whole entire fucking civilization. I just expected to have like 20 billion or whatever it is, but like so many fucking faces, it's ridiculous. Alright, so there's that. There's that very, very clean, perfect dwarf. It's just like, oh, dwarfs don't fucking exist. You're full of get the fuck out of here. You're full of shit. Whatever. Look at that. I mean, that couldn't be any cleaner. I mean, that looks like a trollish type dwarven being. And then there's that's a terrible one. You can see more faces with on those rocks. Yeah, I should have probably put the original next to this one, and then This was Super Mushmouse's Lost Treasure. All types of shit in there. And the way the terrain is and the angles it picked up the markings better, and just came out pretty clean. You might have horns there. I mean, probably looks like a satanic ant or some shit, but and older satanic ant with a gray beard or a gray mustache, whatever, but might be a leader of some sort. Horns are for commanders and captains and generals and all that type of shit. That was proper. Yep. And over there is kind of neat. Got a, might be a, I don't know, very humanish like. Might be a dwarven being. He's got a kind of weirder helmet he's wearing. This type of, I don't know what that is. Some like a pharaoh hoodish helmet, but it's actually tough to see in there. But he's there. I'm positive he's there. I mean, that's a pharaoh. It's got a hood. It's not like he is. He's a guy who's on that computer like that. That's his job. It appears to be, but it's just a helmet. Was another style of attire that they would wear, obviously, because he's there and he has it. So there's another thing to put on the up on the board. I had a problem with the birds because I have a problem with the fact that because you're looking into a hologram, so you can just run with some shit sometimes. So I just kept seeing like all these birds. Not to say that they're not in there, but I just hate it when I do something and like I do it and then like I find myself doing it again and again. Like after the third time, just like I must have made at least one of those fucking things up because you're staring into like a billion different fucking images. So you could pull out whatever the fuck it is you want to within that, but can't even really see this that good. I'll just move on from that one. Yeah, so I had a problem with the birds, but I ended up marking it anyways, just in case. And this Mars anomaly picture, obviously there's a guy right there. See him? I mean, I could have went. I mean, he's angled this way, so I could have actually cut it this way and had this guy, the eye there, nose, mouth there. There's his mustache and his beard. Like I could have angled it this way and it would have been that face, but instead I went with this one. He's looking that way. You get that face. But I mean, this whole entire, it's like look at it. It's like a desolated area. There's nothing there, right? There's nothing there. It's a bunch of shit. All right, nothing there. But yeah, you got this bird right next to him, and like I wasn't sure if they connected, but you see that? I think I covered it before in the moon documentations, whereas like I'm not even sure what the hell this friggin' thing is that was popping out of there, but it's got this kind of like beak action going on. I mean that looks more like a, I mean I might have put a face in there. I think I did put a face in there where that was like a helmet. Could be a helmet or it could be an entryway to some type of place. But I mean, it could be a helmet because I do actually see a face within that. To be totally honest with you, I know they wear masks all the time, but there's a that's solid right there. This guy right here, that's rock solid. There's the bird right there. This looks straight out of like Toth or whatever it is. Like, see how he's got the bird helmet right there, and then his face is right in there. So I mean, he's wearing a bird helmet. I mean, it's 100% guaranteed evidence right there. And then Yeah, like I said, I'm not sure if those two connected, but I just wanted to slap that on the picture just to have that reminder there. And then, yeah, the fucking whole thing is nothing but faces. Just that face font. Might be best to just get the photos and look at them yourself, to be totally honest with you. I'm not sure how the fuck, I'm not even sure where the fuck I'm setting this, dude, to be totally honest with you. But I will figure it out. And I think that is going to be it for the... It's going to be it for the presentation. As for the project, I might make one more. If not, thank you.